All right. All right. We are live. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. As you are joining in, as you are joining in, like standard housekeeping, please let me know where you're watching me from. Please let me know where you're joining me from. I would like to hear from you. And I also would like you to use this opportunity as a networking event as well, because this is what we do here on LinkedIn. We network with each other, and your network is your net worth. So, today we're going to talk about exciting topic and very important topic. I'm super fired up. I'm super passionate about how to stay in tech. How to stay in tech. So let me just pull my presentation up and let's just keep rolling. And as people are joining in, please comment, like, share, and react on my presentation. So, we have three problems in tech, and staying up to date with technology is a huge problem right now. And it's been a problem. It's been a problem for software developers for a while, but it is a problem. So, let's just keep rolling. Three problems: landing a job, staying up to date with tech, and growing in tech. Today we're going to talk about one solution that you can apply to problem as staying in tech, and we're going to dive a little bit deeper. So today we're going to talk about a solution build, lead, and prosper, and how it may be applicable to staying up to date with technology, how to show up as a leader in your industry, and how to not be pushed out of tech. So we're going to dive into it like right now. So the problem that we are having right now, and based on my survey, is staying up with tech. Staying up with tech. It is a problem because let me let's talk about it. When people are learning software development, when people are learning how to code, they're super fired up. They're very excited. They're working really hard. They like what they're doing, and as they're settling in, and they're getting used to, they're getting comfortable, they feel that they don't need to learn anymore. They feel they do not have to learn anymore because they have a good job. They have like they don't have to interview as often anymore. If they landing a job really well, and if they like their job, if they like what they're doing, they don't have to interview that hard anymore. So they're settling and they're getting comfortable. It is absolutely understandable because I get it. You study so hard to become a software developer. I've done it too. I studied so hard. My evenings, my weekends, I sacrificed my free time to get there to be a software developer. And when I got a job, definitely my study time would decrease because I finally wanted to enjoy the results of my hard work, because I finally wanted to enjoy my tech salary and uh, relax a little bit. So, but here's a danger, like is danger of settling. Here's the thing: every profession, let's talk about behavioral health services, because I came to tech from behavioral health. I used to be a therapist, and I used to be a clinical psychologist. And let's talk about medical work, for example. Medical professionals, not behavioral health professionals, but medical professionals, they make a lot of money, right? And medical professionals, they constantly have to go continuous education to stay up to date with latest and greatest research in medicine. If they don't do that, they will lose their license. Let's talk about tech for a second. Tech is changing every heartbeat. Now we have OpenAI. AI absolutely blown our minds, and it's a really hot new thing, and it's evolving like crazy, and everything is changing. So, if medical professionals have to constantly go through continuous education to stay up to date in their profession to be relevant, how come software developers feel that they can just get comfortable and settle? And if you get comfortable and settle and you don't excel, you don't keep teaching yourself, you don't keep up with technology anymore, it's going to be really hard market for you, because at some point people who getting up to well, staying up to speed with technology, they will replace you. And I see a lot of, unfortunately, I see a number of developers being pushed out of tech because they don't stay up to date with technology. Another reason, another core uh, root cause is misalignment. See, like I hear a lot of talks on Twitter, or I heard a lot of talks on Twitter that you can do it for the money. You absolutely can do software development for the money. It is okay. You don't have to be passionate about it. It doesn't have to be your dream. It doesn't have to be your end goal. It doesn't have to be anything big. But if you're here for the money, you have to operate as a business of one. Either you are pivot, if you don't want to, if you're here for the money, and if you don't want to do software development or tech specific role forever, you need to figure out what you want to do. Where's your alignment? Do you want to manage people? Do you want to do tech leadership? Do you want to do entrepreneurship? What do you want to do? Like, yes, you got the money right now. Yes, you got here for the money, and it's perfectly okay. But you need to figure out how to pivot and how to pivot fast. You need to figure out how to pivot and how to pivot fast. So maybe entrepreneurship is your route. Maybe something else is your route. Or maybe you were just working with the wrong technology. Because here's the thing, I started working in tech as a QA engineer. Did I enjoy it? Yes, I did. Was it in my alignment? Not quite. But I later on I discovered I was development and mobile development and was super passionate about it. And that aligned with my purpose, that aligned with my interest. And before I stumble upon software development, or like iOS development, I had no idea that I would be interested in it. So misalignment is misalignment is more often causes people settle and not to learn and not to grow than like just settling. So if you are in tech just for the money, and you just understand that it's not just in your alignment, there's so many things that you can do in tech aside from coding, aside from testing, aside from automating. There's so many ways, there's so many paths. So if you feel that you're losing interest, so I would do soul searching. What does interest you? And realign yourself and find what are you congruent with, and what is your thing. Burnout is another reason why people stop learning and stop staying up to date. Because, like, listen, I get it, like a rigorous interview process, demanding job, people get burnout. So, and for the burnout, I think it is important to operate in seasons. To operate in seasons. There's a growth season when you actively growing as a developer. You're actively learning, you're actively studying, you're hustling. And there's maintenance mode when you don't hustle as much, where you don't study as hard, but you keep up to date with technology. Maybe you're reading a blog, maybe you follow your favorite YouTuber that posts tutorials or whatnot. Maybe you create a couple of tutorials or one tutorial a month, right? And I will be talking about creating tutorials. So burnout. And also, it's really important to pay attention where you work, because being appreciated and being accepted and being able to show up as your whole self, as your whole authentic self is really important. Be Where you work is really important. So I understand, maybe for your first job, maybe for your second job, it's just like you just get a you just get a job. But at some point, it's really important to ask, where would you like to work? Where would you like to work? And what environment suits you better? So, build, lead, and prosper. This is how we stay up to date with technology. First of all, build your executive presence. And I will say it over and over and over and over again. You gotta show up and share your perspective. You gotta show up and share your perspective. You gotta network. You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta build in public, because it's 2023. We have internet. We have if you, out of sight, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. So this is really important to build in public, and this is really important to share your perspective. Another thing is, we are seeing AI is developing really fast. It's not that AI will replace developers. AI will not replace developers. AI will not replace developers as we know it. You know what is going to replace developers? Developers who understand AI and how to use AI and how to be more efficient with AI. Because listen, you can get so much information even from Chat GPT versus Googling and researching that kind of stuff. If you program Chat GPT in the right way, and if you use other AI technology in the right way, it will generate relatable code, the code that you need fast. And you do have to know what you're doing. You do have to know what you're doing, and you can share it. Like it may inspire ideas, and you can share that knowledge, share that code with the rest of the world. You don't have to spend hours anymore researching one topic. You just have to ask the right questions in the right way and train your AI model in the right way, so it gives you applicable results, relatable results. So listen, AI is here to stay. And if you think that you can afford not to learn AI, not to be curious about it, not to play around, and not to incorporate in your work right now, you're wrong. This is how people will get pushed out, and be pushed out of tech, because developers who understand AI, developers who use AI will replace developers who settle and think that AI is not going to replace them anytime soon. This is serious. This is developing every day, and we need to get up to speed with that. It's not perfect. It's not going to replace developers, but it's a great tool. It's a great tool. We got it. We all got to get up to speed with that. Your niche. I hear a lot of talks that you just have to be a developer, you just have to build anything and everything. Niching down is really important. Let me tell you something. I made the most amount of money by niching down. When I say I'm doing iOS development and iOS development only, I'm not doing web, I'm not doing Android, I'm not doing none of that. I'm just doing iOS development. That's it. And more importantly, I'm interested in medical field. I made the most amount of money by niching down, by knowing what I want, by knowing that one technology and knowing it really well. Niching down is really important. It's okay to be multi-passionate and have multiple skills and know multiple platforms, but start with your niche and you can build on that. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a full stack developer and then pivoting to iOS and knowing iOS and bringing your full stack knowledge to iOS development or web development, right? I work with multi passionate developers who know uh, many platforms and are good at many platforms, but you pick one niche, you pick one specialty, and you do present your other options, you do present your other talents, but your niche is really important. When you helping everybody, you're not helping nobody. Lead. So build, lead, and prosper. Share your perspective. Share your perspective. This is how you lead when you stay up to date with technology. You learn something. You have your niche, right? You have your niche. You know what you need for your niche. You take that knowledge and you share it. And you share it. And by the way, if you were watching me on here on LinkedIn, please let me know where you're coming when you're watching me from. Say hello and network and connect with everybody. I would really appreciate it. And we're here on LinkedIn to connect. And you never know who is watching, and you never know, like maybe your next connection, maybe your next opportunity is going to see your comment, going to see your headline, and like, bam, I need that person. So comment, react, and share with your network because somebody needs to hear that. So share your perspective. Show people how to. So you probably know a thing or two about technology. You probably know how to use certain technology and you're good at it. Show people how to. Teach others. Post quick tutorials. And this is a part of building your legacy, and this is a part of building your brand, and this is a part of building your executive presence. Show people how to. Show people how to do your thing that you're doing. Not many people know how to do that thing. You do. And when you show, and let me bring you another example. Let me bring you another example. I'm sorry. Let me take a sip. Mm. Let me give you another example. When I was posting my coding tutorials, a lot of recruiters would watch my videos. Why? Because they were working on the positions that I was talking about, and they had no idea what iOS developer or test automation engineer would do. They would watch my video or videos and would help them to understand how those professionals work and what they're working on. So, really important. You never know who is watching. You never know who is watching. And your tutorials, like, yes, they're for other software developers, but they're also for other people who are looking for people like you. And when they see you showing up as an expert, is showing your expertise, they will be interested. Mentorship. Teaching others and passing along your knowledge is really crucial, and this is a part of your leadership. So many developers will and other professionals will benefit from your knowledge. And when you mentor others, when you show how to do that thing, when you lead others, when you elevate others, this is also how you stay up to date with technology. When you explain a very simple thing that for you is very simple thing to someone else, you understand that technology better, and you become more proficient in that. By mentoring others, you're mentoring yourself. By mentoring others, you're becoming an expert that you already are, and you're establishing your expertise. So mentoring is really important. And the last one, prosper. When you show up as an expert, and when you build your expertise, when you keep up to date with technology, I I said it before, but you will land on better salaries. You will land on better opportunities. You will land better options for you. And also, like another thing to prospering, you can monetize your knowledge. You can write a book, You can release a digital course, or you can start producing digital courses. You can work as a freelancer. You can teach others for the money. You can start your own boot camp. When you're keeping up with technology, when you're keeping up with technology and staying sharp, there's so much you can do with that. So much. So this is why my network is build, lead, and prosper. Because when you are building your knowledge, building your frame, building your network, like and you leading others, you mentoring others, it will bring you better opportunities. And as you staying up with technology, somebody needs to teach others how to do that, and you can monetize your knowledge how to do that. So um, this is it. Definitely comment if you're watching on replay. Comment replay, and if you need help with your career, it's not for everybody, but if you want to elevate your career, if you want to stay up to date with technology, if you want to be top on mind professionals, like I encourage you to click and apply for my coaching program and schedule clarity call with me. So to get clarity on your profession, to get clarity on your career, to get clarity on how to on moving forward with your career, how to land a job faster, how to stay up to date with technology, and how to grow in tech. So Thursday, join me Thursday. On Thursday, we're going to talk about how to grow in tech. All right. Well, it was really nice to meet you and hanging out with you all. If you're watching on replay, please keep reacting, keep commenting, keep your comments going, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all. Have an amazing day.